Hi everybody, my name is Glenn Monroe and I'm the owner of Brain Diesel, and today what I want to do is I'm about to make the upgrade from Windows 7 to Windows 10. I'm skipping 8 altogether. That's probably the right answer. And I'm actually only moving to Windows 10 because my clients are going to start asking me about Windows 10. So I'm making the move for that reason only. There's nothing driving me away from Windows 7. I love Windows 7. But before I go there, I thought, hey, let me show you some things you can do with Windows 7 because I'm going to lose that ability very soon. So I did some hunting online to see what the frustrations are people have with these things. Let me show you a couple of things here. If your taskbar is not locked, you can move your menu, you can move your taskbar around, which could be nice, could be frustrating. Also, though, you can resize it and take up too much of your screen. So set it where you want to have it, put it where you want to put it, and if you don't want to mess with that anymore, you're simply going to right-click on it and make sure the taskbar is locked. That's that. Now let's see here. If you have if there's a file you want that's not on the taskbar, for instance, for myself, Chrome, I just removed it. So if I want Chrome on my taskbar, I go to my Start menu, I find Chrome, I'm going to right-click on it and choose Pin to Taskbar, and now it shows up. And there it is. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 11 programs on my taskbar right now. I'm going to move this one in to wherever I want to put it. I'm going to put it to slot number 2. Because it's on slot number 2, I now have a shortcut to open Google Chrome. Windows 2. And it'll open up here fairly quickly. Now the Windows 2, it cannot work with the Windows 2 on your numeric keypad. It has to be at the top of your keyboard, but otherwise that works fine. So now I've got this window open here. That's okay. And I want to open another one. Well, if I go in here and click on it, it just goes away. So I can't open it that way. I could open a new tab and then simply drag that tab down. And I've got 2 different tabs open. So that's fine. But what I can't do is just instantly have these a second browser window open. So here's the trick to that. To open a second Google Chrome window, what I'm going to, or in third in this case, hold your Shift key down and then click the window. And there we go. Now I've got a third one. And if I hold my Shift key down, I can go click, click, click. And here we go. I got all these different browser windows open of Windows. So you can Shift click to open it more than once. I'm going to close some of these things down here. And that should be put me down to 2. Perfect. Or you can simply pull a tab off. So I'll take this tab right here. I'll drag it down. I'll put it up on the other side. And there it is. I can reorganize my tabs anywhere I want. I have that control. So I've got these windows open, and I take my mouse, and I don't want this little icon in the middle of my screen, so I drag it out of the way. Well, when you drag it down to the lower right corner, there's a little button there, and all of a sudden it goes, this is the arrow peak, I think they call it, arrow peak, to show your desktop. Well, I don't necessarily want to see that, and I'm forever grabbing my mouse and moving it because I bring my mouse to the corner, and it goes down the little button, and bang, it's gone. So I don't like that. Let's turn that off completely. The way to turn that off, all you do is you go down to that little button. You're going to right-click on it and turn off Peek at Desktop. Now you can choose, click the button to show your desktop, click the button again to bring it back. So it's now a deliberate action instead of this little hover that might bother you. So you have that control. Another thing people don't like is when they take their mouse, when they take a window and they move it. If you move it near the top, it can snap into place and take full screen. And I may not want that to happen. Well, I'm not going to show you, it would take me a couple steps to show you how to turn that off. Instead, what I'm going to show you is this. There's some neat things you can do deliberately with Windows, with Windows and the arrow keys. Let me resize this window a touch. So there's this one here, nice little oblong one. And this one I'm going to make more of a square, I guess. And here we go. So I've got these 2 windows. Now, if I want this window, if I want to split 50-50, what I'm going to do is hit my Windows, have one window active, which is this one right here. With my window key pressed, I'm going to press my left arrow, and it snaps it to 50% of my screen. I'll grab the other one, Windows right arrow, and now that's 50% of my screen. If I want to reverse it, Windows left, left, there we go, right, right. And where I'm working on different monitors, if I want to take that window and shoot it across to the next monitor, I can keep pressing my right screen, and now it's out of your view, but it's in mine, and it's back again. The Windows up arrow maximizes it, and the Windows down arrow restores it and then minimizes it to your desktop. And once it's down, you can't bring it back up. You have to go get it. So you can flush or sweep it off your desk by pressing Windows and the down arrow, but you can't bring it back. You have to go get it. So there's that. All right, so that takes care of the peek and the moving things around way. Now, with with your My Documents folder here, it's no longer called My Documents, it's now called Documents, and we have our libraries. So I can be looking at my documents or whatever. But when I click on libraries, you'll notice that there's documents, music, and pictures. The videos one doesn't show by default. So to have that one showing up as well, I simply go to the videos folder. I'm going to right click and show in navigation pane. And now it's there. So I can look at the files I've got there. If I change my mind, I don't want that showing, I'm going to go to that video, right click, don't show navigation pane, and now it's gone. There's also your favorites up top here. If I want to have this showing up here instead, I simply drag in up here where you get the horizontal line going and let it go. And now I've got a shortcut up here. This you should use for any folder, whereas below you're going to use for your main libraries. So when I don't want videos there anymore, I'm going to right click and I will remove it. And that's now gone as an option up there. There we go. So that's a couple things with Windows 7. I'm going to do one more video showing a big frustration, but that's it for now. Thanks for watching, everybody, and stay pumped. Fire me comments, fire me questions, and let's see what I can do for you. My name is Glenn Monroe. Bye now.